Alright guys, welcome back to another update. Thank you guys for tuning in. Big shout out to my members, shout out to my subscribers. I'm going to speed this video up guys so we can get further into this map, so we can really dig our heels into it and like really try to figure out what's going on. So we're going to speed it up just a bit, and then we're going to break it down, okay? So y'all just follow me. Shout out again to my members. This is a members first video, so my members will get a chance to see this video first. But you know what, let me go back for a minute. Let's just talk about one thing before we move forward. As you can see, we got the coast. We're working on this coast, and we're doing it methodically. We're doing it slowly but surely. But like I said, I sped it up so we can kind of see what's going on and kind of really move through this kind of quick. I want to apologize for any confusion because I did end up putting one of the part 6 to this map on the regular well, my other subscribers were able to see it, which was not supposed to be the case. This was supposed to be a members only. However, they don't know how we got to that point. They don't know, so they probably was very confused by that. So I want to apologize for that. I was able to get that video out of there and reload it. So part 6 is only for members only, and this here will be part 7. So we're just continuing from that, and then we'll move forward from there. So just in case anybody was confused about that. Okay, now remember guys, this is Gizu, and this, I think I talked about this a little bit in the last video, but this is Gizzo asking me to help because he's being attacked by one little measly ship when he has artillery here, and he also has airplanes that he can bring and mobilize. So my thing is, guys, before you ask a teammate or anybody to help you do something, I think it's important for you to go ahead and try to get it done yourself so that you can save that for when you really need some help. Does that make sense? So that's what the conversation is between me and Shangtang. That's why I'm going over here. I'm looking at those airplanes, and I let them know. I didn't say no, but I'll send them as soon as possible. And as you can see, I'm basically telling him, you know, why don't you send those 3 you have over here? It's all important how you speak, language, you know, you want to be respectful, but you also want to hold your ground, and you don't want somebody to kind of, you don't want to feel like someone's bullying you around, kind of. Starting to fill in some of those gaps, closing in a little bit on some of those areas that I've been working on. No rush. Very methodical moves. And now we have our airplanes fully loaded, ready to help me make transfer over into this area down in here, which will allow me to make my way further down into towards Australia, which is the ultimate goal. Any questions, any concern, just leave it in the comments. We're starting to close in on some of those coast provinces. Now, you may be wondering, now these guys are a part of, let me show you guys something. When you look at that coastline, I want you guys to pay some, there's a certain strategy in place that I'm using. See, what happens is, these guys are a part of the same coalition right here. Yet, Calderon, he doesn't want to engage in any kind of war with me. And I feel like I'm being baited to come right here. But I won't do that. I'm going to hold my position because I have the advantage. See, he can't go on the attack really because I have too many forts. And all I'm going to do is just bring reinforcements in and crush it. So he wants to hold tight. See, I have forts all across that coastline that I've been building for the last couple of weeks. So it's going to be very difficult, and I can mobilize very quickly in any one of those areas. So even when I work my way down, if you notice, fort, 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 forts all the way down. So it makes it hard for fort, fort, fort. All these forts. It makes it hard for him to make a decision to try to come forward. Because he'll be over, it's basically like suicide almost. But that was strategically done on purpose. Always check your resources, guys, especially in the beginning of the game. I talk about that in many of my videos, how you want to balance out your resources. If you have questions about that, leave it in the comments. We will be starting a new game soon, guys, so you stay tuned for that. It will be my members will get notified first, but then very soon behind that, I'm gonna make sure everybody get a chance to get in on that map. So I may just give my members like a 24-hour, 12-hour head start, and then I gotta allow my other subscribers to get in because I want everybody to have a decent enough time to get on the map, and I want you to get on the map on the first day. So I don't want to wait too long and then you end up coming on day 2 or something like that. So I want you to come on day 1. So once I get my members a chance, then right behind that, I'll allow my subscribers to come on in and join the game. Alright, so now we have started the war with Calderon. As you can see, let's go back. As you can see we're not at war at this point. But at some point, I figured we got to go to war. So now we're at war. So let's get it on. But I'm in great position. I got everything pretty much where I need it. Now, to be honest, it appears that Mr. Calderon may have went AI. Hopefully that's the case. All right, I had a little interruption. But I hope you guys can see how this thing is starting to shape out a bit. I figured this will help update everybody and really make you see, okay, the breakdown. Like I said before, let's go back real quick. With these guys sitting right here, I know they're going to get hungry, and most people are not going to go all the way across the waters. They're going to first start where they're closest to their land and their homeland, and where they're connected, where they can send troops very easily. So I do anticipate an invasion here. So that's why I'm so focused on trying to get down to Australia, because I want to get some distance from these guys, but I want to get it down here where I have some water that separates us. This is called thinking long term. If you're a true general, you're going to think long term. You're not just going to think about what's happening at the moment. You have to see what makes sense and what may happen in the future, and how you want to plan for that. That's why I could use those planes to fight more and do this and that, but I'd rather use those planes to come down and really start to make my way towards Australia. I believe without Australia, there's no other place to retreat to, and then it's going to be eventually, that's going to be the demise of anybody that's in our coalition that's still in. If you're still in Asia, it's going to be a sad situation, because you have a strong coalition that's going to start moving in that direction, as far as I'm concerned, from what I can see. Based on my experience and what I've seen, that's what I see. So our goal is to try to get as much land as we can get, away from the homeland, away from Asia. So we can get some of these areas. As you can see, I've already started to spread out this way. So we're working overtime to try to hurry up and acquire some of this new province that's away from that homeland, that's away from Asia, just a tad. Remember, your most valuable assets is your troops. Don't worry about a province. Worry about being able to have somewhere safe to take your troops. Any questions, any concerns, leave it in the comment. Again, we're moving real quick, trying to hurry up and really get out of that Asian territory. As y'all can see, we working this little area here. We done got that little area there. We got the tip of that area there, so we're gonna work that down. We got this area here, so we're gonna try to get that. Now that's where a lot of people, I got a quick jump on that because I seen it, and I made provisions to try to make this happen. So now I have a full advantage to try to get the rest of those, get the rest of this, and work my way right on to Australia. What I like about this map, guys, is that most people say, "Oh man, you only show when you winning, man, and you doing this." Well, in this game, on this particular map, I'm not, in a powerful position. I'm in a position where I got to be strategic and I got to do different things because I didn't start off on this map. Again, I didn't start off with the intentions of actually putting my full efforts into this map. So a lot of things I probably would usually have done early on, I didn't do on this map, which is okay. And that's why it wasn't, I didn't document it. But that's okay because I like the challenge sometimes of playing the game from behind or when I'm not in power. And I'll show you how to protect yourself, how you still can play the game. See, a lot of people don't understand. This game has many different ways and elements to it. You could beat somebody just by simply outplaying them and holding down your ground and being smart strategically. Just because you're small doesn't mean you have to cower out or not make smart moves. A lot of people get overwhelmed, they get surprised. Oh, he got so many troops, and they don't think. Okay, think ahead. So I like this map because it's going to really show you guys how I had to protect myself, how I don't have the advantage, but I still am able to have an effect on this game and really affect the enemy in a way that anything is possible. So y'all got to really check this one out. It's going to be a pretty interesting map, all right? So until next time, I'll catch you guys later.